Hi, welcome back to the podcast. I'm so excited that you are here. We are getting into planning our goals as singers and performers for 2025. Look, this is the time, right? We're getting in it. It's coming around the corner. So we're going to actually do it together in just a few minutes. So you might want to grab a pen and paper and let's get into this. So, first of all, before we jump into the tacticals of what we're doing to plan our goals as singers, as performers, as performing artists who are wanting to grow and build confidence in our singing, um, we have to first take a second and reflect and look back. And I did some reflect. I've been doing reflection a lot actually. Yesterday and today, as I'm dream planning for the new year, I do dream planning and the Horatio Printing Dream Planner. I've been using it for the past like 4 years. So I love it, 3 or 4 years. And I've been working on that, praying. And I just really encourage you to even like pause this and take a second and really pray, read a Bible verse, encourage yourself um, as you are getting ready to plan. And we're just going to break down one goal in this episode because we sometimes overwhelm ourselves as creatives, as people who are wanting to be more creative through singing and through exploring and developing our gifts in the performing arts. We sometimes um, overwhelm ourselves with different goals and dreams that we have, which is great. But we're just going to start with one today. But before we do that, we want to have our hearts in the right place. So I encourage you to pray, to worship, to reflect, and just take a second. So you can pause this, or if you are not pausing it or you're coming back, let's just close our eyes. And for a second, I want you to think. We are about to be halfway through the decade. Crazy through this decade. And that's amazing, right? Who did you want to be at the beginning of the decade? I want you to think as you're reflecting. Who did you want to be at the beginning of the decade? So take a second and pause. Like, what was your dream at the beginning of this decade in 2020 before when everything went crazy? What was your dream? Was incorporating the performing arts and building confidence as a singer and being more creative in your life, was that part of your dream? You know, how did you want to grow your talents in singing and dancing and performing and acting at the beginning of this decade? And have you made progress? And just genuinely ask yourself that. Have I made the progress that I wanted to make? Have I started? Which is a huge step. And if no, that's okay. We still have time, right? Thank God for every new day is another moment for us to keep going and to dream with God and to, you know, take steps to use our God given creative gifts. So it's never too late, but just reflect. Take that second to reflect. So now that you've reflected, let's look at how we can move forward as performers in the new year. Okay, we are not staying in the same place. Okay, that's on period. We gotta grow, we gotta move forward, but first we have to set our goals. And we're gonna specifically set out our goal. I'm just gonna do this for one goal, but you can just like go through the same process for any other goal that you have. Um, but let's just start with one for now. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to pick a goal. Actually, before we even do that, make sure that you pick somewhere to put this in, like somewhere that you're writing this in. Again, I'm using my Horatio Printing Dream Planner for planning out my dreams. And then like there's like space for you to plan out like kind of like how you would break that down. It's like action steps, like what do you want to do to help you grow in this particular area? So I'm just going to put this under my like professional space of how I want to grow, like some steps that I want to take to grow in this specific area professionally. And then I'm going to have my goal as like the overarching theme for my professional growth. So that's where I'm writing it in my dream planner. I also have this human being journal that my friend got for me a couple years ago that I really want to use. And that is like a monthly check-in. So I think I'll write it in there as well. That way I can check in every month. But you choose where you want to write it in. And for now, it can literally just be like a piece of paper, a notebook, a journal, a sticky note. Just start somewhere, put it down somewhere, and then you can always translate it to like a planner or something else that you might start using in the new year. So it's not so important where it is, just make sure you have somewhere to write it down. So you want to have somewhere to write it down. And then the first step is that we want to pick the goal. So we've reflected on what is it that we really wanted at the beginning of this decade. You can also use that to reflect what is it that you wanted at the beginning of this year, right? That you feel like you want to still grow in and you still want to move forward in. And so for me, I knew that I wanted to um, be performing and teaching music and teaching voice. And that's what I'm doing now. I've really focused a lot this year on, first of all, I got married this year. So the wedding planning and all of that was like a huge chunk of my life. And then also I'm in school, so like continuing my master's program and then and yeah, and working on top of that. But eventually I was able to transition to teaching a lot more and focus on voice teaching and growing in that. And that's been a huge focus, but I haven't been able to perform as much as I would want to because I've been so focused on voice teaching and developing as a voice teacher through my master's program, right? Studying and growing in those skills and now teaching multiple students in different studios. So which has been amazing, but I do want to continue to perform and perform even more. So one of my goals is to perform one time a month, once every month. Is that I just want to do some sort of performance every single month, whether it's, an open mic night, whether it's paid, whatever it is, I want to be able to perform live once a month. And I'll continue to perform online because I count that as performing. It's like I'm going to set up my camera and I'm going to sing through a piece and maybe I'll post it to YouTube or on my Instagram or whatever, what have you. Like I will continue to perform online, right? On a regular basis, usually weekly. But the first thing is you just got to pick a goal. So for you, looking back at this year, what do you feel like took up a lot of your time that you're like, okay, this was like for this season, but now I'm ready to move forward and really grow as a singer. So my goal is that I'm going to take a voice lesson every single month. Or my goal is that I'm going to uh, sing at an open mic night every single month, right? Or go to this karaoke bar every single week and sing a song. My goal is that I'm going to, um, let's see, take a dance class every month or take a dance class every 2 months, or I'm going to go to an acting class every week or every 2 weeks. So just whatever it is, something that's going to feel like a good stretch for you, but it's not impossible. And it's something that you can measure, right? So, smart goals, it's something that you can actually measure and say like this many times a week, this many times a month. Maybe it's that I want to start singing every single week. Like I want to sing every week, whether it's doing a voice lesson every week, whether it's singing, online. I'm going to post a video of myself singing, whatever it is, you're going to sing every week. What is that goal that you think will really help you grow and develop as a performing artist that will help you to become that performer by the end of the year that you want to be? So you do need to have that overall vision, which comes from reflecting and on the year and what went well and what do you want to change, but have that overall vision for yourself as a performing artist. Like, what is that dream that you have? But then back it up and pick one goal. So the first thing that we really need to do is to pick a goal and write it down. So go ahead and write down that goal. All right. So have you written down that goal? Do you know what that goal is? Okay. So we've written down that goal. So the goal for me is that I'm going to perform one time a month. Great. So then now we got to do a little bit of backing up. Okay. So step 2. Okay. We've gotten our goal. We've reflected, we've thought about what is my overall vision for myself as a performer, as an artist, as a creative, as a singer. What do I see myself doing? Now, what am I going to declare as my goal for this year so that I know is going to help me to move towards that vision? So the first thing that we've done is we've picked a goal that helps us to move towards our overall vision. Now, the second thing we need to do is we got to work backwards even more. And we got to work backwards to like, okay, how do I accomplish this goal? So if I want to make sure that I'm singing in an open mic night every single month, how do I accomplish this goal on a weekly basis, daily basis, bi-weekly basis? Does this mean that I need to get in a voice lesson every 2 weeks so that I can feel more confident in my singing when I when it comes time for the open mic night? Does this mean that I need to start doing vocal warm-ups and play some of Estelle's podcast episodes where she goes through vocal warm-ups that you can literally just press play on, press play on and sing along with, right? Every single day or every other day or every single weekend, I'm going to do my vocal warm-ups and technique exercises to help develop my voice and to practice, um, setting up my voice for success before I actually sing the song that I'm working on for my open mic night. That was a long question, but you know what I mean. So back it up and come up with what you can do every single day, week, and or month. And I'm going to break mine down into 3 steps, 3 things that I can do, but it can be like 1 to 3 things. It's just like what is your action plan? What is your strategy in order to accomplish that goal, in order to help you reach that greater vision? Okay. So yeah. All right. So write that down. For me, so my goal is to perform 1 time a month. So that means that I need to be doing outreach every week to like places that I want to perform in, or like looking at places. So researching and maybe reaching out about like, oh, can I sign up for this open mic night? Can I sign up for this audition? That performance can be an audition too, right? So I need to research and do outreach every week. And I have where I put that in my schedule already. So there's a certain day of the week that I'm going to be doing that primarily. That's on Tuesdays, but I also know that I might do it on other days that I have some free time in my schedule that I've time blocked out for that performing work. So I do have actually a time block for performing work every single day, which would be like following up on that on auditions. But yeah, so that's like my main thing actually that I need to do. That's the biggest thing, is researching and outreach and signing up for auditions. So then what else can I do? So I would do like, okay, I want to also like just continue growing as a singer. So that means daily voice practice. Like I have to do daily voice practice. Maybe not, maybe, take a break on, voice rest on Sundays, usually that's fine. But pretty much daily voice practice is non-negotiable. Like I have to be warming up. I have to be training. I'm a singer, you know, singers who are doing this professionally, you have to be vocal athletes, so you have to really train your body. So for you, maybe your goal is that you want to write a song every month, or you want to, yeah, let's just go with that as an example. You want to write a song every month. So let's back it up. What are 1 to 3 things I can do as my strategy every single day, every single week, every single month to reach that goal? So if I want to write a song every month, and it's just like writing the song, not even producing it or whatever, you just want to write it just to get into that practice because you are wanting to explore songwriting as your creative outlet. Okay, so let's back it up. Maybe every day you're going to say that you're going to journal every day to spark inspiration. And then every night you're going to, or maybe like every week, you'll put together your thoughts from those daily journaling. And at the end of the week on Saturday, at whatever time, you're going to, yeah, put that together and start crafting the verses and the chorus of the song. And then the following week, maybe you're going to work on the melody. And then the following week, maybe you're going to put the two together and workshop the bridge. And then the last week of the month, you're going to put everything together because it's the end of the month and you just got to get it done. And maybe you'll record yourself singing it on your phone. Like literally, it can be that simple, just to write a song in that month. And honestly, I'm going to steal that for myself because I want to be doing that, actually, low key. But let me not give myself too many goals. But okay, I'm inspiring myself. Okay, but maybe that's not your goal. Whatever it is, just choose it and do what I did. Like just backtrack it. Okay, work backwards. What can you do every day, week, and month that will help you to accomplish that goal, whether you like it or not, by the end of the month? Okay. The third thing that we want to do is that we want to this is the third thing and the last thing. Okay. So we talked about picking a goal to help you reach your overall vision as a singer and performing artist. We talked about, secondly, working backwards, creating an action plan, a strategy for how you're going to actually do that every single day, week, and month. And then you're going to, third of all, the third thing we need to do is get accountability. Yes. This is where you come on over, you reach out, you find people around you who can support you. You tell your spouse, you tell your best friend, you tell a mentor, find a mentor, and you get accountability. You let them know, this is my goal. Like, I really want to write a song every month. And that means at the end of the month, they're going to be texting you and say, hey, where's your song? Let me hear it, or let me see that you wrote it. If your goal is that, every week you want to go to a dance class, okay, you got to make sure you get an accountability buddy who will go with you every single week to that dance class, right? So get accountability. If you need any support in this, come to the Facebook group, come to the performing arts community on Facebook. This is where we gather together. This is where I'm there every single day, every single week, checking in on you guys, there to answer questions. You can literally ask me anything, ask for support, post in there what your goal is, and get some support for that goal. And I will keep you accountable in the Facebook group. I promise I will definitely be there for you. You can also come to the course, the Sing Confidently course. My students in there, if your goal is that you want to finish the Sing Confidently course, you want to go through a course to help you build confidence as a singer, or you want to have a performance at the end of each quarter or at the end of the year, the Sing Confidently course literally guides you through that step by step, how to get to know your voice, how to start to practice, how do you even warm up your voice? It guides you through that. How do you then start putting yourself out there in small ways, tiny steps? It guides you through that. And then how do you get support to continue to grow? It guides you through that. And it's literally still discounted actually until the end of the year, 2024. So if you're listening to this right now, I think you can still grab it for the discounted price. So make sure you go grab it right now for $67 and make sure that you get through that course, start through that course. Once you get into the course, you have me as your coach. I'm there for you I'll be there to answer questions, supporting you in any way that I can. And in the new year, you'll also get access to me to do Q&A calls and coaching calls as well, which means that you can literally have a voice teacher for free. Like, you've already paid for the course, it's lifetime access, and you get a voice teacher for free every single month to coach you. And so that's a great deal. You will not find like an hour-long voice lesson for less than $67, probably, like most places. So make sure you grab that now for that deal and get in there and let's come together. I would love to help you and support you in that goal for yourself as a singer and a performer. Okay. And yeah, come over to my Instagram. So today that I'm posting this, I'm definitely going to be, today that this episode comes out, I'm also going to be posting on Instagram, asking what your goal is. So come to the Instagram and comment there. And that way I can also support you and encourage you there. I'm at Creatively by Estelle on Instagram. Okay. So you can go to like so many places to find accountability and get that support and encouragement that you need. But trust me, it helps so much to have someone to encourage you and to support you along the way. Trust me, okay? Because it's so hard to just do this on your own. Like, no, you need to make sure you get accountability. So grab a friend, grab a mentor, or come to the course so I can be your voice coach and your voice bestie and your voice singing performing arts coach mentor as well. I would love to help you with that. Go to creativelybyestelle.com/course, by the way, to make sure you grab that course right now. Genuinely take a second, look over your goal, look over the strategy that you've written out, look over whatever journaling you're writing you're able to do around your vision, and really think about it. Like, how beautiful would it be for you to accomplish that? By the end of 2025, you've written how many songs? 12 songs, because you did it every single month. Or you've gone to so many dance classes because you committed to doing that every single month. Or you've learned guitar because you committed to learning a song every single month, or whatever it is that your goal was as a singer and a performer, as a creative. You did it, right? How good does that feel? And so make sure that you are going to take these steps. And I would love to support you. Come to the Facebook group, come comment on my Instagram, and definitely grab the course so that you can be a singing student and we can meet up every single month and I can support you as you grow as a singer. Go to creativelybyestelle.com/course for that. And I can't wait to continue to see how you grow and perform as a singer and a performer in 2025. I'm right there with you. I have my goal too. So make sure you keep me accountable and say, Estelle, did you do this? Like, are you doing this? Check in on me too. So let's support each other as we enter 2025. I'm so excited. This is such a special, opportunity for us as we enter the second half of the decade to keep going. and keep growing. So it's amazing. I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so grateful for this year and how you guys have been here listening, supporting. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to see your reviews, to see you guys, you reaching out to me via DM or anything that you do. Like, it means so much to me. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. God bless you as you end this year and you enter the new year. God be with all of us. I cannot wait to see what happens next year, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode and to this show. I'm so in awe of you for being here and showing up for your creative gifts. That takes courage. Don't forget to join the Performing Arts community on Facebook for support and inspiration as you continue on your journey. If this episode helped or inspired you in any way, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts and share it with someone. It means so much. Thank you again, and don't forget to keep singing, acting, dancing, performing, and living creatively. Talk to you next time.